The Cambodian Civil War, 1967 to 1975, was a brutal and devastating conflict that engulfed Cambodia in a maelstrom of violence, political instability, and foreign intervention. It was a key episode of the Vietnam War era and dramatically reshaped the country's future, ultimately leading to the rise of the Khmer Rouge and the Cambodian genocide. This blog post aims to provide an overview of this tragic period, exploring its causes, key events, major factions, international involvement, and the profound impact the war had on Cambodia and the region. Causes of the conflict. Several factors contributed to the outbreak and escalation of the Cambodian Civil War. The Vietnam War. Cambodia's geographical location made it a crucial battleground for the Vietnam War. North Vietnamese forces used Cambodian territory to transport troops and supplies, leading to U.S. bombing campaigns and increasing instability. Political instability. Prince Norodom Sihanouk's neutralist policies were increasingly challenged by both the right-wing military and the communist insurgents Khmer Rouge. Economic disparities, growing economic inequality and land disputes fueled resentment among the rural population, providing fertile ground for the Khmer Rouge's recruitment efforts. U.S. bombing. The secret U.S. bombing campaign, Operation Menu, aimed at disrupting North Vietnamese supply lines, caused widespread civilian casualties and displacement, further destabilizing the country and driving peasants to join the Khmer Rouge. Key events and timeline. The Cambodian Civil War unfolded through a series of significant events. 1967, the first armed clashes between government forces and the Khmer Rouge marked the beginning of the conflict. 1970, Prince Sihanouk was overthrown in a U.S.-backed coup led by General Lan Nol, establishing the Khmer Republic. This event further polarized the country. 1970 to 1973. The war intensified, with heavy fighting between the Khmer Republic, supported by the U.S. and South Vietnam, and the Khmer Rouge, backed by North Vietnam. 1973. The U.S. Congress, growing weary of the Vietnam War, cut off funding for bombing campaigns in Cambodia. 1975, Phnom Penh, the capital city, fell to the Khmer Rouge, marking the end of the Civil War and the beginning of the Khmer Rouge regime. Major factions. The Cambodian Civil War involved several key factions. Khmer Republic, led by General Lon Nol, supported by the United States and South Vietnam. It aimed to defeat the communist insurgents and establish a pro-Western government. Khmer Rouge, Communist Party of Kampuchea, a radical communist group led by Pol Pot. Backed by North Vietnam and initially China, they sought to overthrow the Khmer Republic and establish a communist state. National United Front of Kampuchea Phunk, a coalition formed by Prince Sihanouk after his overthrow, uniting various anti-Lon Nol factions, including the Khmer Rouge. Sihanouk's support lent legitimacy to the Khmer Rouge in the eyes of many Cambodians. International involvement. The Cambodian Civil War was deeply intertwined with the broader Cold War and the Vietnam War. International involvement played a crucial role in shaping the conflict. The United States provided extensive military and financial aid to the Khmer Republic, including bombing campaigns and logistical support. The U.S. aimed to prevent Cambodia from falling to communism. North Vietnam supported the Khmer Rouge with training, weapons, and logistical assistance. North Vietnam used Cambodian territory as a sanctuary and supply route. South Vietnam allied with the Khmer Republic, providing military assistance and participating in joint military operations against the Khmer Rouge. China initially supported the Khmer Rouge. After the Vietnamese invasion of Cambodia in 1979, China supported the Khmer Rouge against the Vietnamese occupation. Impact and legacy. The Cambodian Civil War had a devastating impact on Cambodia and its people. Human cost: hundreds of thousands of Cambodians were killed or displaced during the war. The conflict exacerbated existing social and economic problems. Rise of the Khmer Rouge. The war created the conditions for the rise of the Khmer Rouge, whose brutal regime led to the Cambodian genocide, one of the worst atrocities of the 20th century. An estimated 1.5 to 2 million Cambodians died from execution, starvation, disease, and forced labor during their rule 1975 to 1979. Long-term instability. The war left Cambodia with deep scars, including a shattered infrastructure, a traumatized population, and lingering political instability. Regional implications. The Cambodian Civil War contributed to the regional instability in Southeast Asia, leading to the Vietnamese invasion of Cambodia in 1979 and subsequent conflicts. Conclusion. The Cambodian Civil War was a tragic period in Cambodian history, marked by intense violence, foreign intervention, and profound human suffering. The conflict's legacy continues to shape Cambodia today, reminding us of the devastating consequences of war, political polarization, and external interference. Understanding this period is crucial for comprehending Cambodia's complex history and the challenges it faces in its ongoing journey toward peace and reconciliation.